friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. So nice to see you here. Thanks to everyone who came to class today. If you missed the class, Minor Arcana 789, it is available in the playlist along with all our other upcoming classes and the classes we've already done. The playlist is live tarot webinars. If you wait for 24 hours, you will be able to see the chat playback in real time as well. And it's worth it because there's a lot of smart stuff going on in the chat. So it's Saturday, and that means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I just want to let you know about the upcoming week. I will be here on Monday, as usual, for your 3-card weekly reading. However, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, I will be traveling and on my way to and at Omega Institute in Rhinebeck, New York for the Masters of the Tarot conference where I will be presenting. I'm very excited about that. I hope some of you will be joining me there. And so I'm not sure just how many of my regular lives I'll be getting to. So I'll let you know as it happens. Then I'll be in Connecticut for 2 weeks. So once again, we'll see how it goes. I will do my best to reach out and see you during my travels. So it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. This is the time when you ask specific questions and I give you specific answers. And I see some of you have your questions in already. I will take them in the order in which I see them. I will also remind you that while I'm traveling, really with the exception of the weekend at Omega, for the rest of the time, I will still be available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. I'm also available this weekend and the first part of next week for all of that, also for appointments right here on this table. So reach out when you're ready. Okay. My first question is from Jean Mnuchin, who is a member of this channel. Thank you so much for being a member. My question is about Colleen and Andy and Poppy, Andy's grandpa. Poppy is grieving, angry, and demanding. What would be the best outcome for that visit, and can I help? So, I mean, it's hard. It's a very, very hard situation. And Andy wants nothing more than to help, to try to make things better. And it's very hard because we hear the term inconsolable, and it feels like Poppy is inconsolable. And that's a hard thing. And it's hard to fathom in a way because past a certain age, myself already being at that age, we kind of recognize that these things are a possibility, and we try to prepare ourselves. And I feel like even though it was a known possibility, I feel like Poppy did not have the emotional skill to wrap his brain around the idea that this could happen. And so now he's having a hard time wrapping his brain around the idea that it did happen. So let's take a look, and let's look at, first of all, what is the best outcome for the visit? Honestly, to share some wonderful memories of the grandmother, to hold those stories and tell those stories with him and let him tell those stories. It's not about distracting him. It's not about taking his mind off the person he has lost. It's about sharing those memories with him. That's the thing that will be most helpful. How can you help? By, when we talk about the demanding part, by reminding them that they cannot be beholden. No one can be beholden to someone else's emotional crisis. You can help, you can do the best you can, but you can't feel guilty when no matter what you do, it's not enough. And I think that will be the case here. So just remind them of that. Do we see Poppy getting better over time? I'm thinking that he probably will also, excuse me for saying this, but they were together for a long time and they want to be together again. So I feel like there's a limited time frame here. All right. And I want to say thank you to Clumsy Clairvoyance for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Thank you for being a member here, and thank you so much for your additional support today. And, you know, you are really good at coming forth with that support, and we really appreciate it. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone who's here. Melanie, nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your membership here. Please pull a card to guide me on problems with someone else's contractor at my RV campsite. You know, I feel like you're dealing with someone here who is either stupid or dishonest or both. And so remember that. Only deal with it in how it pertains to you. And it may be necessary and appropriate to, if there is something here that pertains to you, involve campground management and let them deal with it. Karen Winkle, so nice to see you again. Thanks for being here, and thank you for being a member of this channel. I'd like to know how my trip to my company's headquarters will go next month. I feel like you really don't want to go. The travel itself will be fine. It'll be fine. And actually being there will be good, but it's going to point out the fact that you're not there. And I think there are some people really gunning for the idea that you should be there. And I'm afraid that this trip will bring that more out into the open than we want it to be. So you have to be indispensable. You have to make really good use of this time. And you have to make it be like this is the beginning of many, many fine trips that you'll be visiting quite often. And I think that will make things better. I think it will also be nice to spend some time in person with some of the good people there. And there are good people there. Not all of them are, but there are. There are some good people there. All right. Christina R., nice to see you. Just want to check in on my ability to pass all my classes this term. The drop deadline is approaching, so I want to make sure I make the right decisions. Should you drop a class or two or not? You know, there is one or two you might consider dropping, quite frankly, just to be realistic, just because you've gotten off to a rough start. A drop is better than a fail, even if it causes this whole process to take longer. So I would not drop more than two. And maybe only one. But yeah, I feel like a drop is not a bad idea. Moonlight Tarot. I want to know when I'm going to meet my new man. I would say potentially, if you are open to it, within the next 3 to 6 months seems to be when it's happening. So relatively soon. You have to be open to it, and it may be that a family member is going to help you with an introduction. Kimmy R., nice to see you. I would like to know if Adam will get his promotion at work in the next year. And there is no guarantee of it. And he might get a promotion, but not the promotion he's been promised. So yes and no. I think there could be a promotion, but not the one he's been promised. Yolanda, I've been applying for a job in my new field and want to know if I will be offered a job, when and how I know it is the right one for me. So I assume you're applying for more than one job here in this field. I think you will certainly receive an offer. And, you know, it's not like getting married, where ideally you're going to do it for the rest of your life. It's, it's for a period of time. So I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on, is this the right one for me? Because I feel like the first job out the gate with the new education, what's important is that you get a job and that you have whatever supervision you need as you get out there with your licensure and whatnot. And so don't worry about whether or not it's the right job. You will get a job. You will have opportunities. Over time, you'll figure out what the right job is. But for right now, it's just a matter of getting yourself out there. And as they say, getting your feet wet. Cassia, nice to see you. Am I going to meet a great love in my life for an amazing romance? When is this going to happen, or what do I need to know? And that's after a year of investing in a desert. Yeah, I get it. I totally understand. And good for you for moving on, Cassia. It's so necessary. And Cassia, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. I don't know if I mentioned it. Yolanda, thank you for being a member of this channel. Okay, Cassia, a great love, I think is actually coming soon, but be careful because the great love may come at around the same time. There may be someone who isn't right for you. So you're going to have to choose who's right and who's not. So be careful about that. It's not necessarily the next one you meet, but it is coming really soon. And so the key is just recognize you'll still have to make choices. Okay, so horse fan done. That doesn't look like a specific question to you, my friend. I'm gonna give it to you because you were at class this morning and because you're such a good member of this channel. But the rule for Saturday, specific questions only. What does Tarot Spirit wish to tell me is really borderline on not a specific question, but here you go. I'm going to do it anyway. And the answer is focus on your wins, not your losses. Draw power from the land, which is an interesting thing because I know we're talking about that and we'll be talking about that. Your partner is going through a rough time and is going to need your help. All will be fine in the end. And there is a real opportunity for you to work on some of your creative stuff going forward. How's that? Betty, I'd like to ask, what is my spirit animal? So that's such an interesting thing. You know, the concept that we have some animal that is a guiding force or some kind of a connection. Usually, if that is the case, it will reveal itself to you over time. But if I had to sort of say what I see for you, honestly, I really like farm animals for you. That's so funny. Like cows or bulls or, you know, that kind of thing. Cows, bulls, sheep, something in that realm. Which is an interesting thing because so often we think about wild animals in this way. But I'm actually seeing like a bull for you. So whatever you want to do with that. Luna Song, my living situation is questionable right now. I think it's the one, I think it's the others asking and taking too much. Am I setting good boundaries or am I causing more strife? So looking at the living situation, yeah, man, you are living with some people who are not conscious of sort of the energy that they're part of and that they're creating. I don't think you've been setting clear boundaries. I think you're assuming them to know better and they don't. And I think when you do set boundaries, they may not like it, but they will listen and it will get somewhat better. So I think you need to be clearer about your boundaries. Do not assume that they know what it is you're talking about. I think sometimes we use language that makes perfect sense to us and to other people it doesn't make any sense. And there may be some of that going on here. Okay. Ashley, I would like to know if I should continue with my current relationship. So, of course, that is a question that is very much up to you. But I feel like there has been some loss and hurt and poor communication, so I can tell you this without question. You should not continue your current relationship as it is. If there is something you can do to make it better, to heal from loss, to encourage communication, to encourage maturity and the relationship growing, well then, yes, maybe. But that's the way it would have to be. You have to have growth in order for this to go forward. And if you can't, then you should not continue. Kim Case, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member of this channel. Should I be worried about Frank visiting? Well, actually, I mean, excuse me, but whenever you deal with Frank, there's always a little bit of issue there. There always can be. But I don't think this will be a particularly bad visit. I don't think you really have to worry about it. As these things go, it's not going to be great, but it's not going to be terrible. So no, you know what you're up against here. You know what you're dealing with. What can you do to make it the best that it can be? Be very clear about what we're going to do, what the goal of the visit is, and do those things. Try to keep it structured. Hey, Kim Morris, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member of this channel, and thanks for being at class. Karen, nice to see you. Karen Schumann. Will working with my ancestors work well for me? And the answer is, well, if you do it, it will. And I think it can be very helpful in helping you find some healing, and that could be very, very good. Very good indeed. And so I encourage it. I encourage that you do it. I hope you have the book by Nancy Hendrickson, Ancestral Tarot. If you don't, definitely get it. It's a great book in this regard. Okay, Nalini Kalu, nice to see you. When will I meet the guy of my dreams? Well, the thing is you got to be strong in yourself first. I feel like it could happen actually within the next 10 months to 2 years. So not too far, but work on your own strength and your own self-sufficiency first. Hey, Jackie, glad you liked the class today. Hey, Claire with an I, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member of this channel. Okay, what is the last thing you need to do before launching your crowdfunding page on Tuesday? Drop a link for it here. Please, please do. I would say do something magical at that point. All of your mundane stuff will have been done, so do some magic to help bring it into fruition. It's very exciting. Okay, Morgan, how do I get out of this funk I've been in? You need more music. You need more dancing. Seriously, whether that's in your living room or out with people, or whether that's playing music with an instrument yourself or listening to music, whatever it is, that's what you need. No joke. Hey, Cartomancer Magazine, nice to see you. I hope you all caught my article in the most recent Cartomancer. Okay, Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for being a member here, and thank you for the super chat. And if those of you are wondering how to super chat, you see the little $ down by the at the end of the comments? Hit that. Okay. My question, I've really wanted to do some writing, which I've done since an early age, but recently I feel total writer's block. Any ideas on what to start writing about? And the answer is it's not what, but when. Do it swiftly and about anything. Do a writing prompt, pull a tarot card and write about that. Whatever, the key is not what, the key is simply do, because once you do, it will start to flow and you'll be all good. Kyla, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. What skills should I focus on developing in my work as an academic advisor? Very great question. And the answer is, in your own heart, you have to know you can't reach everyone. And that really hurts you and bothers you because you want to reach everyone. That's number one. Number two, accessibility. Make it easy for others to reach you. Those things. La Morena, nice to see you. How should I best use my time with the upcoming family visit? Prayer? No, I'm sorry. It's hard. It's not an easy thing. And I think what you have to do is practice being yourself. Practice being yourself, and if they can't deal with it, let that be their problem. I think that is your best way of doing this, and I know it's not going to be easy. So I would say do not diminish yourself. And a super chat from Cassia. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate your support. Cassia is a member of this channel and has supported with a super chat. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, just scrolling through here. Okay, Claire, your daughter is taking your camper to Key West for a family vacation without you or with you? Any advice about this trip? I'm guessing because you say the daughter's taking it, I'm guessing it is without you. So advice for them on this trip? Do you have a sway bar? Is it a pull behind trailer? If it is, make sure you have a sway bar and the sway bar is attached. Seriously. And also, if you have not gone miles on this camper before, be careful about the tires. It might be time to invest in some better tires. Beyond that, be prepared for very changeable weather. And other than that, all should be good. And thank you for being a member of this channel, Claire C. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. How do I tune into my psychic abilities better? And is my being pregnant making it stronger? Congratulations on your pregnancy. That's so exciting. Is being pregnant making it stronger? Heck yeah, without a doubt. But you can't just stay pregnant all your life. But think about like the things that are coming in, what you're feeling, and pay attention to those feelings. And then you can always sort of say, okay, that feeling, I want to attune myself to that feeling. Once you know what it feels like, you can attune yourself to that feeling. Did that make sense? I hope that it did. Okay, super, EHIO, nice to see you. EOI, sorry. Is a new job on the horizon? Yes, it is. I just don't know if it's a job you're going to like. There may be more than one job coming. You may want to choose carefully. But one way or the other, I do see a new job. Yes. Okay, Jackie, my question is about current employment, which may be ending. What guidance is there on this? Do my ancestors and guides have for me? Is the job ending? The job probably is ending. That is probably true, or at least changing substantially. And the key is let it go and find another one and don't freak out. How hard will it be to find another one? Not hard at all, but you should start looking now. You're going to end up with a better job. I promise you that, a better job. All right. And oh my goodness. So many super chats and super stickers. So Morgan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Super EHOI, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Claire C, thank you so much. You are so generous. I really, really appreciate this. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very, very much. Very much. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. And thank you for the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. I don't always respond to it verbally, but I do see it and appreciate it. And if I didn't get to thanking Morgan and Super EHOI, there's got to be a better way to pronounce that I'm not figuring out, and I'm going to feel stupid when I find out. Anyway, if I did not get to thanking you as quickly as I should have, I really apologize. I just am seeing those three. Morgan, Super EHOI, and Claire came in all at the same time from my perspective. So if that didn't happen in real life, I apologize for not getting to you right away. Okay. Now, here we go. Iva Morris, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member of this channel, Changes in the Air. Of the opportunities I'm reaching out to, which is more my head and energy space, honestly, the one where you're going to work the hardest and get paid the least. Doy, I am so sorry. That may not be entirely true. But I mean, the idea is the right one for you may not be the one that is obviously right. Because when you balance it all out in terms of satisfaction and ability to help and make a difference, you may take a little bit of a pay cut, not a lot, but a little. You may take a cut in some kind of benefit perk or something like that in order to really feel good about the work you're doing. And don't be afraid to let that happen. Oh, that's so funny, Betty. I asked my Gilded Tarot on Seven of Pentacles, there's a cow or a bull. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it is without you, and you do have a sway bar. So here's the thing, and I'm saying this because of what came up in the cards. When they put the sway bar on, make sure they get it even. It's important. Okay. Okay, I appreciate all of your kindness. Thank you all so very much. From my perspective, I have answered every question that I've seen. If I have missed your question, I am so sorry. Please reiterate. If you're here and you have not yet asked a question, it's last call for readings, y'all. And here we go. Marta, I was just wondering about a dream I had. 3 pyramids, one on top of the other, and I was looking up to them like they were above my head. Any insights? Yes, yes, yes. Work on your crown chakra and your connection to spirit. I kid you not. Spirit has a message. Okay. So yes, mediumship, my friend. Mediumship. You're on mediumship talent. Okay, it's EHOL. I'm sorry, EHOL. And it means Tammy. That's so good. Oh, I love that. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Any other questions? Last call for readings, y'all. Here we are. Sherry Berry, nice to see you. Will the SBA approve my EIDL application? You know, that's an interesting question. I almost feel like there's going to be a problem with the way it was filled out. You're going to have to fill it out again and then they'll approve it. Something like that, some weird kerfuffle like that. But in the long run, yes, that's the way it shows up to me. All right. I do want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, in person in Palm City this week through Wednesday. Then I will be traveling to Rhinebeck, New York to be at the Omega Institute for Masters of Tarot Conference where I'll be speaking. Still tickets available. Join us if you can. Then I will be in Connecticut for 2 weeks. Well, I will be available for in-person readings in Connecticut, in Madison at True Bikram Yoga. Also house calls, parties. I'm going to Massachusetts. I'm going to Rhode Island. I'm going all over the place. If you're in that area or know someone who is, please do reach out. I would love to see you in person. I am also going to be available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, and Messenger and Zoom during that time as well. So my appearances here over the next few weeks are going to be a little more spotty than usual, and I really apologize for that. It's unavoidable because I'll be traveling, but don't think I won't check in. I'll just be here at different times than usual. Betty, no. Unfortunately, there is no way to attend Masters of the Tarot online. Unlike StarCon, where you can travel here or attend online, and tickets for StarCon are available now. Go to StarCon, STAARCON.com, and see what it's all about. And Iva Morris, thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. All right, friends, I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.